Hello, Archbishop Jose Gomez. I am Sheldon Sang, CEO and Managing Director at Avalon Industries. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to allow me to propose some ideas and projects we have. I'd like to talk with you about my company and its mission, our new product, as well as our other goal, which is to help decrease the amount of poverty in the world. First, let's go over my company and what we aim to achieve. Avalon Industries is a game creation and development company. We are based in southern Indiana. We have been developing games since 2015 with titles such as Born Legacy and Neon Revolution. And in 2016, we created a platform for games to be posted on for free called Base Station, similar to Steam, made by Valve. Our company mission is to help others experience new worlds and release their creativity. Our three main core values are individualism, creativity, and diversity. Our main project for this year is Project Lumina, which takes all of our core values and our mission and uses them to create a whole new and restrictionless experience for players from all over. With Project Lumina, we wish to achieve a game where people can do whatever they please and be happy about their decisions. So next, let's discuss Project Lumina and why it'll be the best game of this year and hopefully for many more years to come. Project Lumina is a massive multiplayer online game, or MMO for short, set in the vast Andromeda galaxy, where players create their own path to free their imagination and immerse themselves into the game. Project Lumina will specifically cater to most current MMO players, but will not be hard for new players to pick up and enjoy themselves without feeling overwhelmed to learn all of the mechanics and controls like a traditional MMO, such as World of Warcraft. For the hardcore MMO fans, there are an endless amount of quests and rewards waiting for them, with more to be added in the future. New players can choose which quests they would like to take on, but don't have to worry about level or skill requirements. Our quests are winnable in some way during gameplay, but some quests may advise players to do it with a group, as they might be a little too much for a solo player. Completing quests with a group will also not require the entire party to split the loot in between them, or having to worry about only one player receiving a special reward. Since the entire party will probably do work together, we believe that they should receive the same rewards. Cosmetic and non-gameplay based items can also be purchased with either in-game currency or real money, from weapon finishes to clothing, ship paint jobs, armor customization, and many more. Players can enjoy the game solo or with a group of friends. Explore different systems, cities, planets, and asteroid belts. There are different environments and weather players have to deal with and will experience throughout the gameplay. From the icy and blizzardy terrain of Microtech to the sunny and massive buildings of ArcCorp. Players can also trade in others, mine resources, join the military, escape the law, race ships, engage in player versus player combat, become a pirate, or become a mercenary and hunt down pirates. Players can also build or purchase a vehicle for any mission. From fighters to freighters, and even a doom buggy, there's a vehicle for every mission a player takes on. Along with this, learning the mechanics and the way physics interact with building a ship is also a fun and challenging part itself, and many players will learn what to and what not to do when building a ship. With many contracts and missions from hundreds of non-playable characters, there are hours of fun and ways to experience the game differently from others without having to stick with a linear story. Traders can specifically do trading missions, mercenaries can do specifically headhunting missions, and so on and so forth. No one playthrough will be the same, as there are a plethora of paths for players to choose from, whilst also having the ability to create new ones. Players can even choose to create and handle jobs of their own, such as bounty hunting for others, delivering fuel, munitions, or crew members to new and inexperienced players, and or just being a chauffeur. The ultimate control is in the hands of the players and the community, so that means everyone's imagination can run wild. Next, I'd like to talk about our other main topic, which is the issue of poverty and how it plagues the many nations of South Africa. We at Avalon Industries believe it is our humane duty as humans to help other members of our species thrive and overcome whatever world issue that is thrown at us. Why poverty? At Avalon Industries, we assess that poverty is one of the major world issues that keep many from experiencing even the basics of this world and hinders them from letting their imagination and ideas be heard. By helping alleviate those in poverty of their major stresses, like not having a real place to live, clothing, shoes, and a decent education and job, it will help them experience the world in a different light, a better light. We may not be able to completely help some experience a new world, but at least they might be able to really enjoy the one they're already living in, whilst others may be able to jump over the poverty line and experience new places in other countries, or in the digital realm through video games. This will allow us at Avalon Industries to also further our mission of allowing others to see new worlds and help those who can't release their creativity due to not having the resources or the time. There are a few things that Avalon Industries would like to accomplish to help those in need with this issue. We'd first like to create places for the less fortunate to get some sort of education to at least help them start toward a path much greater than the one they are currently on, so that they may eventually get a job. Next, we'd also like to offer jobs to those who already have some basic understanding and knowledge, so that they may at least bring some sort of income to support their families and live longer. We'd also like to bring some form to the governments of South Africa that make it harder for citizens to have a proper life by not providing the necessary provisions and protection. In addition, we'd like to create water filtration plants to turn salt water into fresh water and get rid of nasty germ and disease-ridden water so that people can live healthier lives. We'd also like to build housing and buildings that have better infrastructure and allow people to have proper living conditions and shelter from the elements and wildlife. Lastly, we'd like to help by giving clothing and shoes to everyone who needs them so that they can stay warm, dry, and be less likely to get cuts, scrapes, and bites that could lead to illness or even death. Even the most basic of clothing can keep a person from meeting a traumatic or deadly incident. We believe with our expertise in helping others get either closer to getting over the poverty line, and our focus to help combat poverty, we can successfully help those in need and push poverty back in South Africa. Next, I'd like to talk about our main two audiences. Our first main audience would be the current gaming community, who is interested in the game, as it doesn't have a great skill gap like many other games of its genre. It also allows those who have more of a creative side unleash their deeper, meaningful ideas and make them possible. It will also help them lay a foundation for new friendships to be made, or old ones to be rekindled. With support for a wide variety of languages including Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, and Russian, the added diversity allows for many different cultures to collide and ideas to be spread across language barriers. Through the game itself, we can also ask players to help in our endeavor to rid South Africa of poverty. Our other main audience is, of course, you, Most Reverend Jose Gomez. Being able to have you help us bring some sense of hope to the nation of South Africa would be an honor as well as a blessing. You've already done some great work with Poverty USA, and we'd like to take it one step further and help those outside the United States. We believe with your help and our combined efforts, we will be unstoppable against the plague that is poverty. Thank you for allowing me to present my ideas to you, Most Reverend Jose Gomez. I'd love to hear your thoughts and ideas about any part of my presentation. Have a wonderful day.